Let's do a warm-up. Here we go. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that. Good, off you go. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rise up and down, up and down, up and down. Turn out. Right foot on you. Tendus. We're going to bypass some pliés if that's all right by you. Controversial, I know, but we haven't done them for a couple of weeks. We'll do the slow tendu exercise. That's the point and flex one. Just quickly going through croisé, point and flex, to the back, and a relevé. Start again from the back. Then tendu close plié, tendu close plié, tendu close plié, relevé, tendu close plié, tendu close plié, tendu close plié, straight into the demi tourné. Start again on the other side. And welcome back.
Hello.
Sorry about that. I just turned round and you'd gone. I was like, tendu exercise. Okay. do today, again, we haven't done it for a little while. I can't remember the last time we did it on Zoom. A couple of weeks ago, we did Ronde de jambe parterre. They are the round of the leg on the ground. So I thought today, for extra bonus points, we'll do Ronde de jambe on l'air. So round the leg, but in the air. We're starting from 5th or 3rd, it's entirely up to you. Nice and tall, make sure you've got a lovely turnout from the hip joint before you even make a start on this exercise. Otherwise it's even harder if you haven't switched that on. So make sure you're squeezing in the bum and pulling the hip joint open. So we're going to have some retires to withdraw. So retire, you're going to draw up the front of the leg and down the back, up the back and down the front. Just a little thing. When you can just see the line of my ballet shoe. When you draw, don't let your foot sickle and go around the corner. Make sure it's a lovely straight line from your knee through your ankle and out through your foot. Don't let it twist. So retires, up the front, down the back, up the back, down the front. Then you're going to dégager devant. So that's like a tendu, but it just comes off the floor. And you start opening it out to the side. Again, make sure you're switched on up here. Then you're going to continue that circle from the hip, from the knee joints. Now, the knee is not a ball and socket, so it won't go all the way round unless you are sort of stirring a pudding with your hip joint. So don't expect a massive movement. So you're going to stir, and 2 quick ones with a sense of lift, and then you put it behind you. Then you're now behind you, so we start again. We retire up the back and down the front, up the front and down the back. Then you dégage derrière, so it just comes off, coming round. Now, coming round, you are more likely, if I turn and face you a bit, if you come round the back, you are more likely to lose your turnout. So make sure when you're coming from the back, you switch that turnout on. So you're now here, and now we're going to go the other way. We're coming inwards. 2 slow ones, 2 quick ones, straight into a demi-tourné, turn around, and then you start again. So it's a tricky one. It's not a big movement. So it's all about keep your hip joints nice and turned out, and keep, when you are doing the Ronde de jambe en l'air section of it, the circular bit, don't let it swim. You see a stirring going on there. Don't let that happen. Try and keep from the knee to the hip still. That's quite tricky, but you should feel it here. It's quite good for this part. So let's have a bash. So retire up the front, down the back. Stay tall. Hold all the way up and down. Dégage on the bottom. You're going to hold it there. So check your turn out. Slowly. Slowly. 2 quick ones. Lift. And close behind you. There. Good. 2 back. Up the back. Down the front. Up the front. Down the back. Dégage en arrière. Check the turnout hasn't gone away. Hold it. Coming round the front. Coming round the front. 2 quick ones lift. Turn around. And we start again. Up the foot. So up the front. Down the back. Up the back. Down the front. Dégage on the bottom. Come round. Check your hip. Hold it. wiggle. That's hard work at the top of the hips, but great for you. Let's do one more at the bar. We haven't had our Grande battement at the bar exercise since the first week of term, so we'll have that one. We're working on croix, and we're working from first position. So, right foot, we've got tendu close, then we've got 2 Grande battement piqué. So they're the ones that lift in a straight leg from the hip. When it comes down, you just graze the floor and you come straight back up. So we've got tendu, Grande battement piqué, and close. So there's 3 Grande battements in a row, if that makes sense. Then we do exactly to the side. 1, 2, 3. On aria. Oh, sorry, I've got the tendu. 1, 2, 3. Now, in order to turn around, we don't do 3 at the side, we only do 2. Tendu close, 1, 2, bring it in and turn around, and then you're ready to start again with the other foot. So, I don't care how high you lift your Grande battement, it can be up round your ear rolls, or it could be down here. I really don't mind, as long as it's perfectly straight. So imagine the tendu is there at the beginning to remind you that you go through the foot to a straight leg. The Grande battement does the same. If we were in slow-mo, we do really slow, we'd be going through the foot, I'm still straight, and then it lifts completely straight in order to prevent a flicky, kicky thing. So I don't care how high you go, as long as it is straight. That is all I would like. Thank you. Ooh, I forgot my PKs. Apologies. 1, 2, 3. Maria. 1, 2, 3. Just the 2. 1, 2. Turn around. On you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last time, just 2. 1, 2. Here you go, got that one. Let's move into the centre. We are going to crash straight through our, whatchamacallit, port de bras, that's the word I'm looking for. But with the different music that we tried last week because of my copyright issues. So it feels different. So it's a bit quicker. It's a bit, is it quicker? It's probably quicker, but it's certainly sort of lighter. It's kind of like, oh, hello, I'm off to skip through a park in springtime. So it's got a different kind of feel to it. But have a go. So off we go. Fifth middle. we're going to do the center tendu exercise number 1. Okay. Okay. You are starting in 5th or 3rd. You choose. As long as you've got the right foot in front, I'm happy. You are on fast. And so your right foot, we've got 2 tendus to the front, 2 to the side, closing in front and then behind, 2 to the back, and then 2 to the side, closing behind and then in front. So basically 2 en croix. There you go. And then we've got, I've got to budge up, actually, I'm going to run out of room. Because this is the one with the pas de bourré. So we've got a little teeny tiny rond de jambe. Tendu en avant, take it to the side. And then you can, we've got a pas de bourré that goes behind, side, front. You repeat it, tendu, take it to the side, but this time in front, side, behind. Oh, look, we've swapped feet. So now you do 2, tendu to the side and behind, side, front. And the last one is also behind. Tendu to the side, behind, side, front, which means that you are ready to do the whole exercise with your left foot. You've started the whole thing over. So the pas de bourrés, they all go behind, side, front. Let's try it on both sides. Apart from the second one, which goes in front, side, behind. It's the only one that changes the direction. And you can choose. You can choose whether you do a regular pas de bourré, so they are up on your relevé, and you've got straight legs all the way through. You can do those ones if you like. If you just need to work out which way's what, that's entirely cool. Or you can do pas de bourré piqué. Piqué, pricked. We just did Grande battement piqué earlier. That means you're going to prick the floor. So instead of coming up with a straight leg, you're going to imagine your feet are a sharp implement. You're going to prick the floor. The feet are doing the same thing, they just do it in a different fashion. You are welcome to choose which one you want to do. So, what have we got? 2 to one, 2 to the side, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, da, da, behind, side, front, da, da, in front, side, behind, da, da, behind, side, front, da, da, behind, side, front. Other foot starts again with the 2 en croix. Okay, with a bit of Motown. Do, 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 do. One, 2. 3 to the side. 2 to the back. 2 to the side. I had to make a step forward. I was barely off the screen. 1, 2, behind, side, front. In front, side, behind. Other foot, behind, and behind. So you change feet. 2 tendus, 2 to the side, 2 to the back, into Developpé exercises. So Developpé, to unfold or to develop or to make bigger. So we are croisé, which means we are facing a corner. We have our right foot in front, so you are facing your left corner. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay. We're going to have 3 développés. They all happen with the same foot. So we've got a développé. So it's all going with your right foot would be a better choice of language. So en avant, à la seconde, en arrière. Okay. So this is a very controlled action. It isn't flicky. Imagine unfurling a leaf rather than flicking something out. So you wind it all up and then you unfold it. Try, again, I don't care how high you go, as long as, if I turn onto the camera for you, if you go super high here, that knee has got to stay there and I will expect the développé to come from there. Rather than, woo, don't drop the knee, okay? If you're going to end up there, not a problem, but just start there and develop from there. So, what have we got? So we've got some arms. I'll put those on in a mini mode. So you've got one to the front, one to the side, one to the back. Then you're going to, that foot is going to sweep through to the front and you lunge onto it. Okay? Then, health and safety. Look about you, because I'd like a pirouette, please. You're welcome. So look around you, make sure there's nothing you're going to slap while you turn. And if you don't wish to turn, also fine. We are going to pirouette en dedans, which means inwards. So I'm going to go this way. So I'm bringing my back foot up and I'm going, which way am I turning? I'm turning right. So my back foot comes up and I turn right. Okay? Now, you can choose, depending on how you get on with your pirouette. You can either basically give me a what is that? It's even a quarter turn, isn't it? From here, we're going to end up here. So if you just do that, if you use a teeny tiny pirouette to turn your corner, not a problem. So make sure you've pulled up and it comes all the way up to, again, let me turn flat onto you. We're looking for something about this approximation of shape. And then you put it down. And a pirouette comes from a rise. You can't pirouette on a flat foot. So if that's what you want to do, not a problem. If you think you've got the room or the confidence or both, your pirouette could go all the way round and end up at that corner. Very much depends on what your floor will let you do, what your footwear will let you do. If you're on carpet, don't do it. Really bad idea. So we've got Developpé front, side, back, through, and prepare. Then you're going to do the turn, and then there's a little pirouette to just, what do I mean, a pirouette? I mean a plie, apologies. You end up here, and then you can start again. Front, side, back, don't put that one down, sweep it through, and then we're going to turn the other way. The back foot is going to come inwards, and you end up turning to here. So you choose how much of a pirouette we're doing. If you're doing a quarter turn, not a problem, make it awesome. If you're doing a turn and a quarter, be careful. The arms happen on the développés. So we've got the first one is here. So it's an opposition arm line. So the one that is above you is opposite to the leg that's doing the work. Then it all comes down. When you go à la seconde, you swap arms. So it's the same arm as the working leg. And it comes all the way down. Then the last one is an arabesque line. So that's the same arm in front as the leg you're standing on. That looks elegant. And then you sweep it through here. So again, my front knee and my front arm are the same. Then I can turn and I'm here and I start again. So doing it on the other leg, the Developpé is opposite leg, same leg, opposite leg, sweeping it through, ready to do a pirouette, bring it in, and then close. We start again. So just look about you. Think upright, think really pulled up from the floor, think everything up. When you pirouette, it's easier to pirouette upwards than it is to think about pirouette going round. If you think about going round, you're more likely to topple. But if you think about going upwards, you're less likely to. Here we go. Croisé, right foot front. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, sweep and turn, and then we start again. Other leg. Opposite arm to leg. Same arm as leg. Opposite arm to leg. Sweep and turn. Let's do this again. So have a go with the pirouettes if you haven't already. Have a try. Same arm leg. Opposite arm leg. Sweep it through. Pirouette turn. Oh, I'm running out of time again. Gosh. Front. Opposite arm leg. Same arm and leg to the side. Opposite arm, take it to the back. Last one. Really pull up and turn. Where's my pas de chat? Here we go, pas de chat. Pas de chat, step of the cat. So we are facing the audience. And you have your right foot in front. You can be third, you can be fifth. So, right foot, dégagé. Right foot, dégagé. What? I'm just reading my notes. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. So, dégagé. So we're going lift. So it's more than a tendu. 2. Notice that I'm closing back and front. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Retiré en arrière. So it comes up the back. And then you're going to step into a pas de chat. So this is a preparation. You're going to step, and the other leg comes in, and it closes down the front. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, retiré, and down. So we're not jumping at this point. Then you do exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring up the back, step into it, and down. Okay, so that's the preparation. Then we're going to jump it. So, very hard for me to demonstrate in slow-mo. Gravity doesn't like that. So, we're going to do 1 dégagé that closes to the back. Then you're going to go straight into a pas de chat. So, we already had that idea of coming up, stepping, and coming down. If you imagine that but jumped, it's exactly the same movement. So we've got that dégagé close to the back, pas de chat, and then you've got the other leg, dégagé to the back, pas de chat. One more, dégagé to the back, pas de chat. Now, petit jeté. Petit jetés are jumps from foot to foot. They're springs, but they're low. And they're turned out, so I should get a lovely little window. 1, 2, 3, jump. Hopefully, with your left foot in front. So we've got dégagé derrière, pas de chat, dégagé derrière, pas de chat, dégagé derrière, pas de chat. Petit geste, 1, 2, 3, jump. Then that's giving you the other foot. Dégagé derrière, pas de chat. Dégagé derrière, pas de chat. Dégagé derrière, pas de chat. Petit geste, 1, 2, 3, jump. And you're back to where you started. Oh my goodness, there's a lot in that. We're going to have a bash though. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, step, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the back, step. Here we go. 1, pas de chat. 2, pas de chat. 3, pas de chat. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, pas de chat. 2, pas de chat. 3, pas de chat. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Work the floor. Push, push. Up, down, down. Push through the floor. Push. 3, 4, 5. Up the back. Step. Now push the floor. 1. Off you go. 2. Up. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1. And push up. 2. Push up. Okay. Push up. The Sautés exercise. You're working from first. 3 sautés in an échappé, 3 in second and back to first, 1 out to second, 1 back to first, échappé and échappé. 1, 2, 3 and out, 1, 2, 3 and in. 1 and out, 1 and in, out and in and out and in. Okay, strap everything down, go for it. There it is. Good luck, everybody. 1, 2, 3 and out. 1, 2, 3 and in. 1 and out. 1 and in and out and in and out. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Take a moment. You're going to do the whole thing twice. No stopping. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and out. 1, 2, 3 and in. 1 and out. 1 and in and out and in. And start again with 1, 2, 3 and out. 1, 2, 3 and in, 1 and out, 1 and in, out and in, and out and in. So we've literally got time for a reverence. You are smashing. So, right foot in front. Oh, I'm sorry, can't see my feet. Stepping out to the side with your back foot. Go on, sell it to me. Maybe it's the best one I've seen all day. La! I love you lot. Stay well. And I'll see you next week. No, last one for half term next week. So I'll see you next week, but then I have a break. So see you next week.